G'day everybody, it's David from DadsareEqual. It's been a long time since I've made a posting on my YouTube channel, and I guess what's prompted me, got a little bit of free time at the moment and just taking a week off, and I've had a number of people contact me asking me how I'm travelling, so I just thought I would make a posting on here and say hello to you all and give you another message of hope. It's been 10 years now since I ran into problems with my children as a result of my marriage separation, and the battle continues. I've got 3 daughters. They're growing up, 15, 13, 11, and after quite a few years, 4 or so years, I finally got court orders so I could see my children. And every possible obstacle was thrown at me, every possible accusation, every possible barrier was put in my way to stop me seeing my own children. I guess the pain from that never totally goes away, but you certainly get on with your life, and you get very skeptical, you get very hard, and you get very focused, and I guess more and more you realise there's a lot of evil in the world, and people will do or say anything to stop you seeing your own children. It's a disgrace. My battle has been pretty tough, but I read the messages from a lot of people that subscribe to my channel, and their battles are often very worse than mine. And for those of you, I really feel for you. I still, though, am an optimistic person, and I wanted to give you a bit of an update. My youngest and middle daughter are doing very well with me. They're still coming and spending time, and a lot of the fears that they've had are now gone. All this crazy stuff. They're not going to go outside because there's snakes, and they're not going to go on planes, and they're not going to go. I'm going to run away with them, and all this sort of crap. And we've been slowly doing more adventurous things, and slowly getting more of an understanding of each other. I've certainly developed as an individual, and I'm sure they've come to understand their dad a bit more as well. My oldest daughter is the one I had the most trouble with. She's nearly 16, and she was very heavily alienated towards me, and that still continues. She would come and stay with me, give me a very hard time, and had a lot of behavioural issues, and what can I say? This was clearly being encouraged. In the end, she kind of said to me, "Look, I'm not going to say who suggested, but someone suggested to her that if I wrote a letter saying that she didn't have to come anymore, then she didn't have to come." And I said to her, "Look, I'm never going to say that to you. I'm never going to say to you, I don't want you to come and see me." I said, though, if you write me a letter, and in that letter you say to me that you no longer wish to come, I'll honour that, and in the future, then things may change. Anyway, some weeks later, she did write me a letter saying that just for the moment, she would feel more comfortable if she didn't have to come. And that's very interesting, isn't it? Why she'd feel more comfortable. Obviously, she's encouraged. We've all seen this too many times, haven't we? Anyway, I wrote back and said, "Look, the door is always open. I'm always here. I'm always your father." And my children were being encouraged to call me David, not even Dad. Like it's just an absolute disgrace. And that crap's all gone out the window. And 2 out of 3 were doing pretty well. Third daughter is coming on odd occasions, a day here, a day there, and I guess there's some merit in the story. If you love something, let it go. And I've, against, I guess, my heart, I've done that for the sake of her developing as a child, and maybe when she's older she'll realise that children indeed do have 2 parents. There's always 2 sides to any story, and that I in fact do love her very much, and that Dad's actually a pretty decent guy. You know, these kids get absolutely laced with every possible type or technique. It's a technique of alienation. It's brainwashing, and it really is a very severe form of child abuse. You know, how can any parent step in the way of another parent or any person that loves a child? And that's effectively what's happening. That you know, one parent is saying, you know, my love is greater than that of the fathers or the mothers, and look, you know, just because I'm a separated dad doesn't mean there's lots of separated mums out there that are having the same trouble. So look, we've all experienced it, we've all certainly seen it, and I guess what I'm trying to say to you is here I am 10 years later, I'm still fighting, but things are a little better than where they were 10 or 5 years ago. All the abuse allegations have stopped. All the stupid innuendos, but you know, there is no communication between myself and my ex-partner, and that probably is my greatest level of disappointment. Surely to God, two adults can put their differences aside and communicate, you know. But anyway, we are unable to do that, and so you just have to kind of accept it and go forward. So I'm just going to rub my eye with a sore eye there for a second. Anyway, for those of you that are early on in your battle, whatever you do, you know, put yourself in the eyes and you know, the position of your child. That every child deserves two parents, and every child deserves someone that loves them. And you know, whatever you do, keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep little steps every day. And look, it is 2 steps forward. It's 2 steps back. Half a step forward, then a big landslide sometimes, and sometimes, you know, you just sit up and you just wonder if it's all worth it, but it, you know, it is. You know, and just slowly, keep telling your children you love them and keep telling them that you're there for them, and maybe it'll just sink in. I've got a good friend who hasn't seen his own daughter for something like 7 years, and again, he's being very heavily alienated against his child, and very, very, very wrong. I can't even hope to imagine what that's like. Anyway, as Christmas is approaching and you know, holiday season and that pretty emotional time that surrounds Christmas and New Year, I hope that good prevails and that you are able to see your children, and that you know, that you can have some real quality time with them and not have that time interfered with. There is a point, I think, that you get to, and again, I've met a few other dads where no matter how much you've tried, there is a point that you have to walk away. And there's been times I've really questioned that, you know. Where is that point? I think the point is where it's obsessing your life so much, and the heartache and the pain is so great that it's just destroying your own life. And I don't think any of us, you know, are owed that. You know, how do you walk away from your children? Well, I can't tell you where the point is for each person. What I can tell you is that, you know, don't let it consume you. Don't let it destroy your life. And also, I can't tell you to walk away from your children either. I'm not going to say that to you. There's a line there, and I just don't know where it is. Anyway, my story is one of some hope, and I wish to convey that to you all. And certainly after 10 years, you get very, very tough and you get very resilient. I'd say to you, get a very good family lawyer. Don't ever denigrate your ex-partner. Always tell your children you love them. Make sure you're supporting your children. Make sure you're looking after your own interests as well, because you know, I believe that you know, not an openly massive outward Christian or anything, but what I'm saying to you is I believe God gives us a life, and that we've got to use it, and we've got to use it to the best of our ability, and we've also got to protect our own welfare, and not let it destroy us. It's very easy. It can really destroy you. So look, happy Christmas to you all, and I hope you have a good holiday season, and I'll try and post on here again. There is hope, and just tell your kids you love them, okay?